I'm pretty sure you can hear me. We can hear you. Oh my god! Woo! That was crazy. Yeah. Yeah. No, nothing. Nothing. The problem is that you're not here. I can see you in the stream. Nope. Nope. Try again. Anyway, so yeah. What's going on? All right, so now that we have audio, let me go check it out, see what's going on here. What's up, Jester? Not much going on here. Took a half day off to run. Okay. 8 speaker wires, some RCA remote. Very good. I hate backup cameras and running RCAs and all that stuff. So, yeah. What's up, David? Hello, El Fuego for the Northwest. There you go. So, here we go. You can see that. Back to the stream. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. What's up, Anthony? Anthony Cardio Live is back.
Did you hit record?
I did. Everything is recording.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Hopefully this will work.
You didn't take down the live stream post for the Clean Wire Challenge for MECP at 2:30 a.m.
I posted it last night. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's when I got it done.
So Clean Wire Challenge for MECP?
For MECP? What do you mean? There is no MECP.
For Master Tech Expo, probably.
Yes, for the Master Tech Expo.
Okay.
I put it up last night at it was about that time.
All right, cool.
Yeah. We're gonna that's tomorrow at 6:30. We'll
hang on. Because I'm gonna have an echo right now. Give me 1 second. All right, talk.
Are you plugged into the lap or to the menu?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, got it. All right, guys. So special guest we have Mr. Dean Bayet from 5 Star Car Stereo. Can you tell us something about yourself? No?
No, man. Dude, you're loud. Holy cow. Dude, when we get excited, Fernando, holy crap.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's funny. No, you're good. Don't fix nothing because it's just normal volume.
I know,
you're just
normal.
You're just normally not that like.
Oh no, I'm excited, man.
Yeah, I know. You're running it all by yourself over there.
Oh yeah, I know. For some reason. Dean is in the trunk.
Dean is in the trunk.
No, he's not in the trunk.
Actually, you know what? Let me put this in silent mode so that we don't have to listen to my exhaust. What's
up, Christian?
Today is one of those days where things just did not go as planned, apparently, at the end of the day.
And,
Yeah.
Thing happens. What's up, Mel? 50 degrees and cold AF here in Texas.
It's 75
here in
Clearwater.
Yeah. Right now, 73. Yesterday was like 60. And we're freezing. That's for sure.
Yeah. It was cold.
Dean is live from Disney. No, he's not. Where are you, Dean?
Right now I'm at Belcher and Tampa Road, trying to get back as fast as I can.
Oh, I don't think you're gonna make it.
Oh, I'll totally make it. I'll be there for the second half. Oh, there's no doubt.
Oh, really?
No doubt.
Second half.
Yeah, because
all right.
I'll be there for the second half. I mean, I'm here now, so it's okay. Ask your questions.
Sure. All right. Yeah. So I have a 95 Isuzu pickup that only has speakers up front that are 4-inch. Is there anything extra that I can do to get better sound?
Yeah, build a door panel for the door panels, because like the Suzu, you can always add a speaker into the door. So we would just build door panels and put, 2 or 3 more speakers into the car. Those little 4-inch up in the dash are terrible.
Yeah.
If you don't want to do that, then the other thing we would do is we'd sell you the 6x9 boxes for behind the seat. Oh, those were miserable, but we put a lot of those in, man. Put a lot of those in.
Yeah. What I was about to tell you, it's Morel makes a really nice 4-inch speaker.
They do.
I don't know how deep or how
tons of room.
depth that you have in between the grill and everything, but check
There's
Morel,
tons of room.
And you can put those 4-inch, and believe me, they sound amazing.
Yeah, no, there's a ton of room in there. That's a 2-hole 4 though, so it's a football 4. That's what they used to call those. But
really?
any 4. Well, because it only had 2 screw down points, so it kind of looked like the 3.5 now, but it was a 4-inch. Yeah, so.
Yeah. All right, so we have an update for the Alpine RUX HO2. I need to be woke up by pushing on turning before the ILX is power up. So far, 8 to 8.
Oh, okay.
All right. I mean,
yeah, but that just seems like a pain.
8 to 8. It's just like it should be working like 100%.
Well, 8 of 8 try. Well, he's saying 8 of 8 tries doing it that way has worked, so he's at 100%. But the problem is that you get in the car, you got to press 6 buttons, and that being one of them. I don't know. I get it. If that's what you got to do to make it work, awesome.
Yes. Josh says, "Don't text and drive, man. Okay."
I'm not texting, but I am driving. Okay. I'm not even looking at the screen. I'm looking at the red light, man.
Yeah.
No, screw that. I don't. I mean, you can barely even see me. It's so dark. I don't have the top down. It kind of sucks.
No kidding. No, that would be too windy. Mel says, "Congratulations, Ins, for make it to the top 5."
Thank you, everyone that voted for me. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So it's Fernando's dream come true.
See, that's it. That's it. If you win, I will win because that's what I wanted. That's it. Period. Done.
All right.
All right. Thoughts on the Kenwood Exelon DMX 957 XR as far as an SQ features? What do you think?
As far as the double DINs go, that's going to be the best sounding one. Hands down, that is the best sounding double DIN that Kenwood offers.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going into a DSP, then that's fine. You're rocking and rolling. You're good to go. If you're trying to use that as your final source, I think I would save up and go for the 10-inch because the 10-inch has the parametric EQ, and that parametric EQ is pretty badass.
Mm-hmm.
So
if you were talking about just straight, RCA's out to you, DSP that you're going to use, oh man, you're rocking. No problem.
For sure.
Yeah. Good evening, guys. What's up? What's up, Tom? 41 from Chicago. Woo.
Ooh, man. That's like Marty when I was talking to him today. Mr. Marty Dean. I was like, yeah, you're not. I don't know why anyone would want to live there.
Oh, look at that. Pizza Dave is working outside and it's 18 here in Vermont. Oh no, man. Screw that. I will be like, no.
18? No, come on. Like we stop at like 40.
Yes. All right. Sponsors.
18.
Sponsors. Can you tell me which one is the sponsor right now?
Audio Control will be the sponsor.
Yeah, so Audio Control will be our sponsor of the show. So you can go to audiocontrol.com and find all the goodies.
They're also a sponsor of the 12 Days of Christmas.
Yes.
So for those of you guys, we got 2 really cool gifts coming that we're going to get to share with you guys. More on the 12 Days of Christmas once we get to November. But I think today we just locked up the 12th participant. So as long as everyone that's signed up, we'll have 12 days of cool gifts.
We're trying to keep it as a 12 days, and
not 30.
Yeah, audio control. Audio control is one of our, you know,
Yep,
biggest sponsors for these 12 days of Christmas. So you will get goodies from audio control.
somebody will.
Do you guys have speakers and decks on display in the showroom? Yes, we
Um,
do.
yeah, that's a no.
So no, I mean we do. You can
But you
see
can't.
them. You can touch the screens. You cannot hear the speakers.
No.
Uh,
So originally the showroom was set up so that you could hear everything, but since we stopped doing this show over there,
uh-huh.
Paul has just let everything overgrow, and so you can't listen to both stereo speakers. He's got too much stuff sitting in front of it. So yeah, uh, it's frustrating. But no, there's nothing to hear.
Yeah. No, for sure. Do you guys happen to remember on the Brax Porsche the speaker wires you ran out of the amplifiers? What color wire twisted?
No, there was like
Black inside, black tech flex. What was that wire? So normally the wires that we ran, they are like primary wires that Dean actually twist. He makes
yeah,
his own twisting wire. And if it's covered with loom, of course, we use Techflex or Tesa tape. The exterior Tesa tape that we normally use because we don't like the interior. It gets gooey and it gets nasty. So uh, about the colors, I don't really remember the colors.
I don't remember any of the
No,
colors.
no, no.
Dude, that was
So,
a huge umbilical cord. You
oh, that
soldered
was
that all together. So,
that was insane.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that
that
was
was like
insane.
that was like 4 hours of sitting there soldering that back together.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Um, did you guys see the LG announcement about their new car speakers? I think they're
Oh,
going after the OEM. They will be Cydia. They will be a
okay.
Cydia. There is a flat speakers the size of a passport. Really? Huh?
I mean,
No.
hey, sure. I mean, if you think about it, LG is, the biggest competitor for LG is Samsung. Samsung owns Harman Group.
Mm-hmm.
These two companies are battling it out for who can make the most money. So it only makes sense that LG would want to get into the automotive speaker business because
Yeah.
Samsung's they bought the biggest dude on the block. So they're having to start at zero and move forward. I could
Yeah.
see it, but
Yeah.
it's going to be a tough market to get into because hell, even Sony couldn't hang on to it, and Sony's one of the biggest companies in the whole field, and they lost contracts. So
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
knows? I mean, if LG isn't losing money, they'll get in.
Josh was commenting on the radio. He say it's I think it's a very good choice.
Yes.
No, it's a really good choice, so for sure. All right. Do you use or do I use pink noise to see the crossover points on my IRTA too and look for the
Yes.
peak?
Yeah, you can do that. Correct. You would use pink noise. I like to use the Educar.
Yep.
It's $20. It runs all day, so you don't have to worry about. But if you just want pink noise, you can download it from DNF Tool Drawer in the meters section. We have just
Yep.
standard pink noise there, but
For sure.
for $20, I'll buy that because it also has all of the test tones, and it has selectable pink noise. So it has like a high pass pink noise, a
So
mid
this
range
is
pink
the
noise.
Educar. That's the Educar app. You can go into the app store and buy it. Like Dean says, $20, but it's worth it. You
It's
know.
worth $20 for sure,
Oh, it's way worth. Yeah.
and it goes to
Uh
support Ken Ward. I mean, who doesn't want to support Ken
yes.
Ward?
Educar. Yeah, that's right. Where is Jeff coming back and talk about his install?
So Jeff We're talking Jeff Smith, I'm assuming.
Yeah, yeah.
So Jeff Smith has moved from Florida. He no longer lives here. He still works for Amp Global, but he left the state. So
Yeah.
we don't get to see him as much as we want to. So I have no idea when we'll be able to get him back in, because he just kind of comes and goes. But you know, the whole idea is that he's
Yeah.
working from home now.
Yeah.
And home is not Florida.
Yeah. All right. So Bobby say if Udin wins, Nando is going to run through Walmart yelling the F word. Yeah, they're gonna kick me out, but I would do that. That's for sure.
Well, the nice thing is
No,
we'll both be
we're gonna
there.
be there. Yeah,
So,
we're gonna be there. So if he wins, I'm gonna yell the F word around the whole thing.
and if
Probably
they
they're not
let
gonna
us,
they're not gonna do that, but
well, I
I'm
mean,
gonna try.
if they let us handle the stream like they did last year, everyone will hear it. So because we, you know, hopefully they'll let us run the stream again, and then everyone will get to see the show, because that's what we did last year. They had us run the stream, and I just logged us into
Yeah.
their account so
Yeah.
that everyone could watch it. That was really fun. I hope everyone, you know, I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool.
All right. So which high-low pass crossover points do you use for subwoofer?
High pass or low pass?
So for subwoofer you have to use your low pass, right? And
Yeah.
normally we start 80.
Yeah. That's
That's your crossover point starting at 80, and then you can play with the frequency that you know.
Yeah.
You hear.
I mean, you know, you want it to blend up with the mid range, and if your mid range is crossed over at 80, you cross
Yeah.
your subwoofer over at 80. Everything kind of works out. Sometimes you have to go lower.
So yep.
Sometimes you have to go higher. It just depends. But 80 is a great place to start and kind of work the system out from there.
Yeah. For the OEM integration, how many channels do you need to sum for a good clean signal? I have a 2022 Blazer with the 8-inch speaker Bose system. One of those being in the center channel.
So you don't sum that at all. You don't sum that Bose system. Summing and Bose are two things that the word not goes between. So you're not going to sum a Bose system.
Not at all.
Metra just released their interface for that car. So there is now an AVB interface. Apparently it's already on back order because everybody has been waiting for this.
Yeah, I don't know if it's actually in the Metra side on the Access side.
Well, it's under Access.
Yeah,
it's under Access. It's supposed to be under Metra. I don't know if they've moved it over to the Metra side yet, because like when it first came out, it was all hush hush, don't announce. But it's been officially announced now, so it should be under Metra. If you want to run the system without that interface, then you want to go what's called channel for channel, which means you're going to put an amplifier in each channel. So you're going to amplify the mid-range, you're going to amplify the mid-bass. You're not going to sum this stuff together because that just creates a nightmare. So you want to go like speakers. So up in the dash, they have a middler. You're going to replace that with a middler. You have a mid-bass in the door, mid-bass in the door. You know, so you want to match up what it is, because either that or you need to get a bigger DSP that can handle all of that. So it has all pass filters. It has delay. You'd have to get in there and you'd have to delete all of that the best that you can, and then you can have fun with the stuff. But
all right, so same for Keith. He says, will the LC7i be a good choice for a 2022 Hyundai Elantra with a Bose system?
Probably not.
No, and that's the same thing that you say. No, because in the LC7i you have to sum channels, and you can't.
It's not a matter of summing channels. It's a matter of how many channels.
How many channels do you have? Yes.
So if you only have 7 channels, well, then yeah, LC7i is great. But
Right.
if you got 10 channels, then no,
Mm-hmm.
it's not great.
So
Kind of
the first
sucks.
thing you have to do is actually check how many channels you have in that car. How do you check that? A good RTA that you can get, for example.
Well, you
I'm
just need
gonna
to count
let you.
the channels first. You don't actually
Well,
need
but like
to.
you don't know if that's the tweeter and the mid bass are together.
You need
You
a
know,
tone
so
generator for that.
you need, yeah. So for that, you can check this. Give me 1 second. Are you here?
I'm here.
Oh, really? Wow, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
told you. Told you I
All
was gonna
right,
make it.
so hang on. I'm gonna remove you, and then I'm gonna play this one for you guys, so you guys can see what you can get. There you go. So you can check that DNF tool drawer. IRTA2 is a 2-channel RTA. You can check some signals and all that stuff.
Some signals.
Some signals.
Another like if you want to get an idea, we just put up a video 2 weeks ago, maybe a week ago.
Yeah.
Where we're working on a Toyota.
And
in that video, we kind of showed you how to do some basic channel identification.
Yeah.
Really good video for what you're gonna have to do. That's the wrong one. I'll get
right there.
Yeah, I can do it.
Okay.
Boom! Hey, and it's the second half of the show.
That's right.
And this part of the show is brought to you by Focal America. That's right. Hey, we just got the phone call today from Focal. They're also going to participate in the 12 Days of Christmas.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, we're pretty excited.
Look at that. Do you have any plans to look or install a Moscone Pico DSP amplifier? So we have one.
I actually have a Pico DSP that, yes, we were... The plan was to put the Pico on the 430.
Yes.
However, we just haven't had time to do it because I'm really anxious to play with it some more.
But now that we have more, we have the call today, we're going to wait and we're going to have, it's going to be great.
Yeah, because we have we're supposed to get some Gladen speakers to put into the car.
Oh, Joe.
And apparently they're coming out with new Gladen speakers, so we're just kind of gonna wait and see what happens. So,
well, hang on, don't make people excited.
Hey, man, they're here.
I know.
Listen, we gotta give them something.
No.
I got a bunch of crap in my pocket.
Just like from your car. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. So yeah. Anyway, more news to come about that. I have a 2019 Lexus UX 200. I don't know what is that. And I'm thinking of going with the kicker key 4-channel. Oh, an Lexus. And a monoblock amplifier. Anything I should know about install-wise with this vehicle.
So I think the title for this show is you're gonna have to count your channels.
Yes.
You run into the same problem that like we've been talking about throughout the whole show, is that anytime you want to do any form of, let's say, front stage upgrade, amplifier integration, DSP processor, you have to know how many channels you have and what type of channels there are. So regardless of what car, what system, it really doesn't matter. The simple truths are, how many channels do I have up front? Do I have 6 channels? Do I have 4 channels? What is feeding those channels? Is it coming from an amplifier? If it's coming from the amplifier, can I go before the amplifier? In which case, do I have a variable voltage or do I have a fixed voltage? In a Lexus, it's probably a fixed voltage because it's on some form of a bus, which the volume is being controlled. It's controlling the amplifier. Now, if you only have 2 channels of audio going up front and the kicker key can handle 2 channels of audio, can power 4 speakers, which is 4, not 6, then yeah, kicker key would be a great addition to that. If you have 6 speakers up front, no, the kicker key would not be a good addition for that. And this all works out through, the processors and everything we've talked about through the show so far.
Yeah.
Is that you have to count the channels that you're trying to integrate into, and you have to figure out what is feeding those channels. It's the most important thing. This is stuff that we deal with. We just did the Porsche, which is in today's video, and that Porsche we were doing a 3-way set. It had a 3-way set from the factory. There's no amplifier in the car. But there was an amplifier built into the radio, and the radio is actually putting out 6 channels of audio. 2 of those channels were for the big mid bass in the bottom of the door, and 2 of those channels were for the 4-inch in the tweeter. We went active. We needed a DSP. We weren't summing, but we still ran into issues in the fact that there is a tremendous amount of there's actually a high pass filter in it that we just couldn't do anything with. Yeah. So it was really weird. But there again, you have to know what you're getting into. 1-to-1. We call it speaker to speaker, but 1-to-1. The problem with the key is it won't like a factory crossover. No, it won't. And that's why they make the key lock, because the key lock can go before the kicker key, but if it's a 4 channels up front, then you need 2 kicker key locks, one to handle the 2 channels for the highs and one to handle the 2 channels for the mid-range.
Yeah. Fernando, did you say the external Tesa tape doesn't leave the GUI? Yes.
It takes a lot more to leave the GUI.
Well, every time I really take the Tesa tape.
If you wrap it in there good. So here's the secret. Here's the secret to using Tesa tape, which we've talked about
before. Yeah.
Anytime you're making a connection, don't put it over the connection. Leave the connection easy to get to. What a lot of people do is they'll start taping up the tape, and they'll tape over everything, the shrink wrap and and it's like, then you got to remove it. Try to put it on in a way that you're not going to have to remove it. So if you're going to solder a bunch of wires together, put a different type piece of tape over that. Don't, so what I'll do is I'll test the tape up with the exterior, put some shrink wrap on it, and then I'll just put another wrap of Tesa tape on it, so that when it's like, if I have to get to that junction, I pull that tape off, fix my junction, solder it back together, put shrink wrap on it, troubleshoot it, do whatever I need to do, put another piece on. So the only time I'm ever removing Tesa tape is just this little tiny spot about yay big.
Yeah. All right.
And I don't care about a GUI mess. Can you explain the difference between Hertz and Focal speakers as far as sound difference? So Focal uses a hard dome tweeter, and Hertz uses a soft dome tweeter. They're both loud. The Hertz tweeter is, the way they've sounded it, it sounds really good for like rock. To me, I like to think of Hertz as like a high-end Rockford speaker. Like if Rockford, I mean, there again, the T3, the T4 probably sound like a Hertz. We haven't gotten that far with that. For some reason, people just don't want to buy those.
Yeah.
But if you like it loud and you like it mean, but you don't want to be I want to use the word fatigue, because sometimes some people will describe Focal as like the sound that you like.
Yeah.
To me, gets fatiguing.
All right, so I heard both of the tweeters, and it's just I don't know. I always like the K2 tweeter, and that's
that resolution.
That resolution, that's okay. Yeah, I like that resolution. So for me, I would stay with that one.
Ooh.
2023 Tahoe with the Bose system using a D1200.6 tweeter front door input, utilizing D60 low resistor, running Morel Hybrids 3-way active. Anything at least I need to look out for tuning besides output crossover points? Thanks.
No, the only other thing you got to worry about in that car is where you're going to put the amp for the ground plane, because that car is so big, and they body well. They don't what is that? It's the glue crap that they use to put the car together.
Mm-hmm.
If you're grounding it in the back of the car, sometimes you need to move the ground up more forward to the front of the car to get a better ground plane. That's really the only thing that most people complain about in those. Is just getting that ground plane forward enough.
Yeah.
And as far as the resistors go, we use the green, not the gray. So, so we use the green resistors for that one.
And I'm hoping you're using some form of a. It's a 2023 Tahoe.
What? Some form of a what?
No, like integration. But that will be just.
Well, I don't know if the new Metro piece works on the
2023.
I mean, you could always check. You could have it on metroonline.com and see if that car is listed in the new for their new piece. Yes. I think it is, but
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so yeah, Ada says it is. So use the AX DSP for integration. So you might want to head over to metroonline.com or Access integration and
Access DSP. Yep.
Yeah, Access DSP works. Yep. See, he's yelling at us now.
I don't know.
So yeah.
But apparently he doesn't know pretty well because he says the K2s is kind of hard for me. Dude, what are you talking about?
He likes a Silk Soft Dome.
Yeah.
We're old. We like Silk Soft Dome.
Yeah, you guys are old.
2022 with the Zen A to B. Do you guys ever use the center speaker in your installs? No. That's kind of a point of just aggravation for me. I want to use the center channels, and the problem I run into is that you got to waste 2 channels to power 1 speaker, or you have to go with a component set. So you need like an 8-channel amplifier to do the install. Most people are just getting them to buy the 6-channel amplifier. If you time alignment, do the equalization right, most of the time the driver will actually all the time the driver won't know the speaker's not there. We tell them we're not going to hook it up though. If you're worried about the passenger experience and you'd like something that sounds similar to the way it does now, which means it's not great, it's just okay for both people, then you'd want to retain the center channel. Yeah. Some of the higher end DSPs do have up mixers built into them. Yep. So, and they work okay.
Yeah. I watched the video of the car with the JBL Arena X speakers. What I find most intriguing is that he's using a Lexus Mark Levison's DSP. Yeah.
So that was his project with them. So it's not like he just randomly picked that. He has access to the software. Because he works for Harman International, which is Mark Levinson. That's the company that he works for. JBL makes that piece because it's all one big company. So Natan has the software for that DSP. So he, to him, it's just like using an audio control. He can get in and do whatever he wants to it.
Or like any DSP because he has the access to it.
He has access to it. So that's why he's using that piece. But like he said in the video, he has to use everything because the only it's all one, even though it's separate pieces, it's all one piece.
Yeah. But that's pretty cool. When I saw the picture, I was like, dude, wow, that's insane. How long did the Tundra Focal 3-way system install take you guys? I'm planning to do a trip to Florida in March.
Ooh. Most of the time we have the cars for like 3 days.
3 days. Depends.
It just depends.
What do you want to do?
And the level of sound treatment you're going to do. Sound treatment is the boat anchor in most of the installs. You need it, desperately need it, yes. But the sound treatment takes a lot of time. So typically why he's like, even though he complains about it, why he's doing the sound treatment and getting the door 1 done, I'm building the brackets or I'm mounting the amplifier, and to do both doors takes just as long as doing the rest of the install. So it can be a lot of work.
Yeah.
That's his software. Yeah. So it's
software.
like having a home receiver in your car. You could always try that. Have you heard the Audio Frog G series? That's the new entry level stuff, right? The G series. I think that's
we put the G series before.
We put the GS.
That's
GS
right.
is the G is the new.
Yes. No, we have
new stuff. Adam, you put the new G in? I haven't heard it yet. I saw it because he talked about it at Dallas, I think. Mm-hmm, but I have not. No, I have not heard the G yet.
Ah, all right, Fernando. I want to let you know that you are now off the hook. My family gave me a brand new pair of Morel hybrids for my birthday.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Dude, congratulations, man.
I love it when
Man,
I love
happy
it.
birthday.
I love it when they just like, you know, I showed you the guitar yesterday.
Yeah.
He hadn't seen my Eddie Van Halen guitar yet. He stopped by to pick some stuff up yesterday, and you know, when I got that gift, it was like, wow, like you guys like really went above and beyond. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's always neat when they get it right, and you're just like, wow.
Mm-hmm. No, and it's like you want those speakers, and it's like, oh my god, that's so great.
Fernando is good at what he hates most. I think we all are. I think it just kind of works that way. Have you ever trained with Installer Institute in Florida? No.
No, we never trained them.
We did. We
talked to the guys.
Talked to them.
They run.
We would love to go out there for like a day and kind of do like a
behind scenes of what's going on, so you guys can see it.
For one, we'd like to film it.
That's what I'm saying.
That would be pretty cool.
Behind scenes of everything.
I would like to, do like maybe a Q&A or something like that, where the guys that are new up and coming can ask questions.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have 30 plus years of experience.
I just wanted to be a sponsor of the show. All right, so hang on. What amplifiers? Stagger Power, Kenwood, and Phoenix Gold used to. Can I find any now?
All right. So Stagger Power, Focal makes the 690.
Yep.
Alpine makes the V90. Mm-hmm. I'm picking up on something here. This amplifier right here behind my head, the ground zero uranium.
Yep.
Has staggered power. It's a 6-channel also. So it seems like all staggered powers are 6 channels. No, there are some 8-channel DSP amplifiers that have staggered power. Any 8-channel amplifier can be a 6-channel staggered power amplifier because you can bridge 4 of the channels. But they exist, but they're not like, the Kenwood that they made, the 4-channel was one of my favorites. And that's kind of the problem with a lot of these. Like, they'll come out with these really cool ideas, but the industry isn't ready for them yet. Like right now, like a 5-channel amplifier with that Kenwood staggered power was like, we did the one we used to do in the Porsche. It's like 70 by 2 and 100 by 2. So it's 50 by 2 and 100 by 2. Something weird like that. But it's great. It's like, I would love to have access to that. Maybe 300 watts for a sub or 400 watts for a sub. That would be totally cool, but they'll never do it because that didn't sell. So people didn't know what it was. And, they'll do it once, they'll do it too soon, and then we'll never see it again.
Yeah. Videos. And I thought that I heard Dean say that the front set of the 6x9s are the ones that play the lowest frequency of the 4. So should this be where I get my signal for running an amplifier?
So I'm thinking we're talking about a Dodge Chrysler Jeep.
Yeah, and I'm thinking,
And the answer to the question is yes. We actually have a video showing this in one of the IRTA videos that we did. Mm-hmm. So if you go to DNF Tool Drawer, there is a video where we were in a Dodge specifically to show using the IRTA to determine which speaker I should connect to. So we were connected to the front door, we were connected to the rear deck, and did that make it into there? Oh, you know what? That might not be in there. But it's up somewhere because I know it. I just don't think it's there. It's in the regular channel under IRTA and YouTube. Either way, yes, the front door is what you want to use because that has the most bass.
Yeah.
Can I use factory wires of 2016 F150 for upgraded front components, or do I need to run a dedicated wire for the tweeter? Got to run a dedicated wire for the tweeter. So you can use the mid-range wire to power those and get that behind the radio, but then you have to run a wire into the dash, which is funny because like this Towning Country over here, we're doing a front stage upgrade on, and yeah, it's the same thing. You got 6x9s in the front door. We're doing the 6903s, and then we have to run our tweeter wires into the dash.
Yeah.
Wow, we're 45 minutes in. This has been a weird night for me, guys.
Yeah.
Ad is just having so much fun. Amp Pro. So the Amp Pro on the Chrysler system, if you're just doing subs and you have a premium audio system, so like if you have an Alpine or any one of the premium audios, you can get the Sub Pro from PAC, and the Sub Pro will give you a full frequency, non-bass roll-off, non-EQ output for those vehicles. So any Chrysler product, if you have the premium audio system. If you don't have the premium audio system, you can do the Amp Pro, but then you do have to amplify the other speakers in the vehicle, because what it does is it reflashes the radio to make it think that it is the premium audio package, which takes away all that goodness, and makes it sound better. But you'd have to put an amp on it.
Yeah. I was trying to find another one. Somebody say, do you guys ever build boxes?
If I can help it, no.
But back in the day, you build.
I built plenty of boxes. I built
boxes every day.
It's 21 years of box building. That's why I don't want to do it anymore. When we need a box built, I do. All right, can you shut this off?
Which one?
The one that's sitting here.
Of course, yeah.
No, designing the box, like I still like, if we need a custom box, I'll still design it, draw it out, blueprint it, and then set it off to our guy to build the box for us. Because I don't need to be sitting there cutting wood. I have other things I can be doing with my time that's way more valuable than me sitting there going. So, you hire people for that.
No, and now with so many companies, they actually build you boxes. You can focus in something else. Loudness on high, in AQ bass on, so the mid bass have a good impact. Is that okay?
Yeah. Loudness on high and AQ bass on, so the mid bass have a good impact. Is that okay? Remember, as long as it's not going to blow your speakers, as long as you understand the limitations of your system, it really doesn't matter what you're doing. If you blow something, you did it wrong. That's all that matters. It's what you did wrong. You do everything right until you break it. Once you broke it, then don't do that anymore. If you're looking for a certain sound and you can achieve it the way you're talking about and you're happy with it and it's within the parameters of the speaker, go for it.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Dang, Fang. Dean's 9 3/4 of digits is proof. Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah. It's okay.
That's right.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, Scott, I'm all over building boxes, too. I don't even get excited about making them for myself. Yeah. I think,
you know how hard it was to trying to make Dean to make a box for the Camaro that he's like, I don't even want to do it. And I'm like, let's do it.
And then we didn't even use it.
And then we didn't even use it.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
Yeah.
No. I mean, too many boogers. Yeah, sawdust up your nose.
Oh, just no kidding.
Max wattage for Speedwire. A lot. I mean, I've never ran into an issue on any system I've ever done, ever, to where it's not worked. You're fine, because remember, if it's a mid and high, you're crossing it over. You're not running 45 volts through it ever. So I think you're good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I own. Yes. The Smash Force owns the amplifier. Yes, Christian, you can't have it.
Nobody can have it.
Been so long since I've been in a show the whole time. I know. I'm honestly shocked. You don't
have nothing to do.
Yeah, I know.
You have a car that you have to rebuild. Right.
So there you go. That's the data we all know about. Speaker wire is dumb.
That's dumb.
But I felt like him because I was like on my phone like the phone was on and I was driving, and that was like total an Adam move.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because there's been plenty of times we've watched him live streaming.
Yeah.
Scott chime in. I pump 100 watts of 4-ohm audio control power in my speed wire, no problem. So, funny story. When a good engineer friend of mine was alive, he called me stupid because I was like, "Oh man, I should run this size wire." And he goes, "You're stupid," and I was like, "Why?" Because it doesn't matter. You're never going to run enough wattage through that wire to where it's going to make a difference for a mid and high. And I go, "But," he goes, No, just stop. And I said, "Will you come on the show and talk about this for me?" And he goes, "Are you nuts? Hell no!" Click. And he hung up on me. And I was like, "Now subwire, yeah, you can. That's you're pumping some serious voltage through that. What's your preferred way to use test tones to amp to set gain? Bluetooth or over USB?" I always plug in. I don't do anything over. No, Bluetooth, no. It's always plugged in. Everything's USB sucks.
Yeah.
Because the problem is
Bluetooth.
That's what I meant. Sorry. Yeah. Yes, my bad.
Yeah.
Bluetooth sucks because you don't know what you're dealing with. Like, you don't know what kind of Bluetooth you're getting. You don't know where their compression is. Ugh.
And the radio has to have some form of a USB type for anything. So just find your connection.
Bluetooth has to be like the last resort. Like, there is nothing else we have. Like, there's no aux jack. The USB isn't working.
That's rare.
Yeah. I mean, ugh.
Yeah, that's just not
test tone through Toshlink.
Okay.
There's no. Yeah. Shh. Don't say it like that. Yeah. Oh no, I totally do that. I mean, hey, you have to. I have a 2013 Toyota Avalon Limited with the JBL stock system, and I have 212s. My music seems to cut down whenever it's too high. Will the load resistors fix this? No, that is bass roll off, man. That is 100% bass roll off. You have a 2013 Toyota Avalon JBL system. That's the loudness kicking off. So Acubase would fix that. However, I think you may be able to, 2013, I think you can go before the amplifier. It depends. So some of those old Avalons, you could go like, there was a harness behind the radio that you could get that was full range. That was before the amplifier. I don't remember on the 2013 though. But no, that's the bass roll off kicking in. That's what Acubase is for. So like the audio control LC2i is designed to fix that problem. You dial it in at, it's like you reach a voltage and then it just automatically cuts off. So you dial your Acubase into that point, and then that will continue it on its merry way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, it's digital too new. Okay, so no, all right, so you got to go after an amplifier. People have OEM 16-channel systems and then want to use a 4-channel and wonder why it doesn't sound as good as the OEM system. It's funny you should say that because we were talking with, I don't remember who we talked to. We'll leave the names to protect the innocent. They had a client of theirs that was like this, a retailer.
Yeah.
And they had just got in the new Ford BO Thrashers. I don't remember what that stupid system is called. It's got like Unleashed. That's it. The new Unleashed system that has speakers everywhere. And they went in and just took everything out and put in a 5-channel amplifier with some louds.
Yeah.
Because that's what people want. Needless to say, they had one pissed off customer come pick up the car, and they were complaining that the customer was wrong. Yeah. And I was like, really? They're like, yeah, he was complaining about it. Like, this isn't what he wanted. And I was like, this is what everybody wants. 5-channel amp. It's louds, man. You need this. Gee, this sounded so good. And we're like,
the customer's like, no, that's not what I want.
Now, don't get me wrong. The guys that wanted island sound would probably be happy with that. I mean, they would. They would.
Yeah,
but
but it's just one of those things that you qualify your customers.
Got to qualify your customers. Yeah. No question about it. They did a bad.
Yeah, they did. Just write that one. Perfect.
Is it a bad idea to use Rockford Fozzy DSM amplifiers from 1993 in an install, or could I potentially run into issues with them being as old as they are? You could potentially run into issues with them being as old as they are. There's a shelf life for every part, and
and stuff doesn't last forever. You're talking about 1993, it's 2022, that's 29-year-old amplifier. It's not a good idea. Now, you could send that amplifier out and have it refurbished. Someone will go through the amplifier, remove all of the capacitors, the MOSFETs, and stuff like that, replace them with new ones. And then the only thing you have to worry about is how well the epoxy resin board is going to hold up. But no, the reality is these things are not made to last forever. If you're trying to keep them pristine and functioning for whatever reason, no, it's a bad idea. If you just have them in the closet and you're not concerned about breaking them, yeah, go for it. But know that they're not made to last that long. And I got some heat the other day when I said typically things last 3 years. That's the reality of it. I mean, these things are not made to last forever. Mm-hmm. Aluminum never goes bad. They look great hanging on the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sell them to a collector. 100%. Yeah. Christian, learning capacitors leak when they get old. Mm-hmm. Not worth. Yeah. I should take my own advice. Yes, Mr. PPI, you should take your own advice. Yes, yeah. Mr. Art Series, I have them all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Here we go. Do it. I did with fully refurbished amps, and they sound fantastic. There again, fully refurbished amps, El Fuego. So yes, if you want to refurb the amps, totally go for it. It's like having a new amp at that point. With the exception of now, the only thing you have to worry about is how well the epoxy board is holding up. So as long as that stays good, which, I don't see why it would.
Yeah,
but
sure.
Yes, the problem is that if you run them and you blow up a MOSFET and you burn the board, then the board is useless. So it's one of those things where you have to decide, are you going to refurbish the amplifier? Do it. If you're not going to refurbish the amplifier, then don't run them. All right. What do we
there you go, man.
Is everyone subscribed? We got to give the 200,000 by Christmas. So it's funny, we were actually talking about that today because we have two things coming up. We have the 12 Days of Christmas coming up, which is cool because we have 12 manufacturers on board right now that are going to give us awesome stuff. And then we have when we hit 200,000 subscribers, which is way more exciting for me than giving you guys a bunch of free stuff.
Yeah.
However, we are putting together like a 5-star pack of stuff. So
a goodie bag.
We're gonna do once we hit 200,000, we'll do somebody is gonna win the 200,000 pack.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'd love to give them away to everybody, but we're gonna do one. So it'll be fun. We'll talk about that as we get closer. So yeah, that'll be good. Oh, remind me, I had another idea that I was thinking about, like Black Friday / Cyber Monday type thing.
Hello, Elias.
You're doing great work today. Whatever. Yeah.
No, he was not doing great work today.
Oh, he's totally doing great work today. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but no, I had an idea.
That's great.
I want to run past you. It's got to be good. Hey guys, it's that time of the night again. It's a time for us to. Oh, hold on. Why did I do that? I meant to shut that off. I have to stop recording. That was dumb. Yeah. It's that time again for us to go home. And you guys to go off and do your thing. Before we do that, though, don't forget tomorrow night is Tuesday. And we're going to be live with Mr. Brian Schmidt on talking about the clean wire competition that's coming up, how you can enter, and all the other fun stuff. And apparently Fernando forgot to mention that here is the winner of this week's.
That's right. Clean Wire Club, the Facebook page. You guys have to go there and participate. This one, Jacob. This one is Jacob.
Did a nice job.
Dude, there's a lot of power wire, ground wire.
A lot of stuff going on.
It's really nice. I like it, So Jacob did a wonderful job. You can go and check in the Clean Wire Club on Facebook.
So tomorrow night at 6:30 on any one of our channels, with the exception of Instagram, and I'm still trying to figure out a way if I can stream it via Instagram, but I don't think I can because he's got to log into this, so no. So any one of the Facebook pages or the YouTube channel, tune in tomorrow. We're going to be talking about what it's going to take for you to become the first 12 Clean Wire.
Clean Wire
Master
Challenge.
Tech Expo. Who's going to win? Who's going to be the boss? There's a link in all of our socials for you to join tomorrow night. It's only going to be about, because we're just going to explain how it's going to happen, how you're going to get registered, the rules, and all the fun stuff. 8 people. It's like the challenge, like the TV show. We get to be the hosts.
Also, don't forget, Thursday morning, we're going to do a live show like we always do on YouTube. Thanksgiving live show. So,
I'll make a thing.
Yeah, we have to.
I don't know how. No, because we're not using StreamYard.
No, we're just going to go straight from the phone.
I'll just put up something in the comment. But anyways, Thursday morning, 10 o'clock, Thanksgiving Day.
Yep.
Make sure you guys are there. It's a lot of fun. We'll be at the beach. We'll have Haley. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
So thank you guys so much for spending your evening with us. Thanks for putting up with the beginning of the first half of the show with me not being here. Family emergency. Everything worked out great.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
See ya.
See you guys.